Hey Sean, quit fipsing for a minute.
Oh, all right. What do we got going on?
Well, we got a big delivery.
Of what?
Well, look up
buddy,
over there.
Shut the plow into one of our rigs. Like,
So we are getting a delivery, a freight delivery of a pallet of parts for not this wagon,
the other one.
the other wagon.
That boy.
All right, so this right here is a freight truck, and that thing is soon to be a freight train.
How you doing?
Doing all right.
Dave's not doing anything for himself. He just got to come see what we're doing.
Well, I was just gonna see what's going on because
Don't worry about it.
this
buddy.
is how I should have shipped the Tesla.
This is how you ship the Tesla?
I said this is how I should have,
Well, this ain't you, buddy. This is me.
but you had to put
Hey,
something.
where'd
on
you get
pallet.
that shirt?
Where'd you get that shirt?
Where'd you get? Well,
He got the shirt in the pile of 1,000 other ones he got like that.
well, because he didn't sell any of them. How many have you sold?
I don't think I sold any.
So he's just got unlimited.
sold any of them.
He's got unlimited supply.
I was asking if they make those shirts in anything other than kid sizes.
I mean, if large is a kid size,
Well, yeah, that won't fit me.
why?
I don't wear large.
Why?
2X, buddy.
Fat or what?
Mm-hmm. 2X.
Well, he's actually kind of dwindling right now because he hasn't been to the gym.
Got a hurt shoulder.
He got a girlfirend and he hasn't been to
No,
the gym since. And
nothing
then
to
he's
do
like-
with my girlfriend.
He's like,
Out here at Trevi Customs, you know, we sacrifice our health and our everything else for
yeah.
daily activities. So got a hurt
Hey,
shoulder.
It's good for the goose. It's good for
Good for the
gander.
gander, yeah.
That's right.
Not good for my gym routine, but it's good for Trevi Customs.
We get in has been just piled on there and hoped it stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're saying they did a good job packaging it?
they did.
Yeah, that's good. Well, shout out to Humble Performance in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I essentially found all this stuff. So this is a adapter plate, transmission, turbo manifold, mechanical injection pump, oil pan and drive shaft, shifter linkage, and everything to OM606 swap this 1990 Mercedes 300 TE wagon with the OM606 that is currently in this E300 turbo diesel right behind it that is wrecked in the front end that I've literally had for like over 3 years. Found a guy on the forums and he was in Oklahoma and I had him drop this stuff off at Humble and they packaged it up for me. So let's get it all unloaded. Do you guys like it when Sean sings?
Like the last video when you turned my music off and I was just trying to have a good time at work.
He was just out here bumping. Dave, what do you think of this stuff?
I mean, it'd be nice if you get something done.
Ooh, David.
I don't know how Dave gets anything done.
He's over here all day.
I know, I don't get it. Oh, look at this.
How, ooh, what is
It's
it?
a 3x5 liter box too.
So this right here is an adapter plate and that is a clutch and there's a big old aluminum flywheel in there. And then in here, let's check out that. Oh, so there we
Little
have
pedal assembly.
a clutch pedal assembly, obviously, because that other one outside is a automatic. That is a fuel filter housing, the older style OM603.
We got the shifting antler.
We got the shifter, custom shifter right there.
We got some drive shaft boys maybe.
Yep, adapter for the drive shaft.
Some motor mounts probably. And look, buddy, this is what we need to learn how to
We
do.
got some bolts.
We need to learn how to do this.
Got some nice.
Well,
Well,
we probably know what they all belong. Oh, look at that. We need to learn how to do that.
We kind of do that already.
Look, we even got a laminated. Holy cow, laminated.
how you-
Laminated
yeah.
instructions.
Dieselpump UK.
Look at that. Have you guys ever seen something like this before?
No, the
They
whole
put
table.
bolts. They put bolts in a bag and then they label what they're for.
I mean, we've been doing that for this whole build. We have a whole table full of bolts.
Oh,
You did that.
Well, I told you to do that, but you followed instructions and you
I don't
did it.
recall doing that at all.
So then one of the most important pieces of this whole equation right here is this is a mechanical injection pump off of an OM603, which is the single cam version. So it's a 6-cylinder inline 6 turbo diesel Mercedes, but it's all mechanical. So basically your throttle is this, like right there, like that's your throttle. That's how you give her some gas. You just go, "Wah, wah," I think.
How's it go?
Just like that. So yeah, it has this Dieselpump UK built this pump. It has 8mm elements in it, so this pump should support almost 500 horsepower, if not more. It has all their Billet accessories. It has the Billet anti-jerk, which means that there's kind of a fuel rack in here, and if you don't have oil in there to dampen it, sometimes it
It jerks.
sometimes it jerks, especially on a manual transmission car with big elements.
This is nice.
That's it. And then this is actually a ZF 6-speed out of a 335D. So it's a 6-speed manual transmission. And then obviously this is a 6 They call it the 6-branch manifold, but it's a T4 with a quick spool valve built into it, and this is a Dieselpump UK thing as well as a drive shaft. So all of this stuff is secondhand, and it is actually used. I got it from a Facebook group. Basically, I did that poll on YouTube asking what thing I should take for Drift Week, and like 44% of the people said that I should build the OM606 Mercedes wagon and take that on Drift Week. So literally 2 days later, this just popped up in a group. Typically, most of this stuff, like the adapter plate, the pumps, all that stuff has to come from the UK, and shipping is really expensive. And there was a guy in Oklahoma that had all this stuff. He ended up blowing up, or not blowing, he cracked his block, took everything apart, parted out his car.
Sounds like Drift Week's gonna be a fun week.
You sound like it's gonna be a fun. Why?
Just after like what you just said.
This is
Who do you think is happier over there? That, or this? This, or that?
What are you
What
talking
about me? Should I get
That,
What about-
or that?
How about all three of us?
What are you talking about?
Who's happy? See. There's a smiley face on that box behind your head, so.
Oh, is there?
So again, shout out to Humble Performance for basically palleting all this stuff up. It was essentially one of their shop neighbors, like a guy that was like down the street, and he took it all, like basically took a truck bed full of parts over to Humble Performance. If you guys didn't know, they have a YouTube channel. They do a bunch of Turbo Honda stuff. They sell budget turbo kits. They sell parts online. You got a really cool YouTube channel, and Kenny, the guy over there, he does a lot of the online stuff in orders. He has a big, crazy, like 1,000+ horsepower Civic. But the other thing that we got from the other guy, I did not buy this stuff from Humble Performance. They just palleted it and shipped it, since they're used to shipping out like engines and all that other stuff. Made the whole transaction really easy because I didn't want to drive like 10 hours to go get this stuff. So we just got it freighted. But they bolted everything. They like drilled holes in the pallet, bolted it, zip tied down the pump, bolted on this box, and then they bolted the actual transmission too to the thing. Bolted the turbo manifold, zip tied the drive shaft. So I asked them if they made sure to say it wasn't going anywhere after they did it, and they said that was they did, and it didn't. So pretty stoked about that. So Dave, what do you think?
We'll see.
Turbo diesel stuff?
We'll see.
Turbo diesel stuff? Hey, do you want something to do this week?
What's that?
Turbo diesel stuff.
No. I thought you had Sean to help build all your cars now.
No, he does. He does. There's no replacement for.
Displacement, probably.
Are you displacement?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so bringing you guys over here to this this wreck. This is a 1999 Mercedes 300. I guess it's a E300 or a 300D, whatever you want to call it. It's 98 actually. So I think 98, 99, and maybe 2000 were the only years that came factory in the United States with a turbo OM606. So the OM606 is a 24 valve, so dual overhead cam with the electronic injection pump. It's a cast iron block, aluminum head, and they're basically the 2JZ of the whole like diesel world. So it's, I mean, literally it's about the same. 3-liter inline 6 24 valve. The only difference is it's basically made from Mercedes, and it's diesel. So pretty cool little setup. We'll yank off this turbo manifold right here, put on that other manifold, put a nice nice big turbo on here, and essentially just get everything ready to go on that wagon right there. And so this thing, I picked up this probably about a year ago now. So this is a it is like a 3.5 liter inline 6 naturally aspirated, and it is probably one of the slowest cars I've ever driven. But automatic transmission. This is a 7-seater, so it has the seats in the back that fold down, if you could see those in there. There is the rear seat. I bought a glass when I got this thing. I basically picked this thing up for like 400 bucks. Has a broken glass, has like 280,000 miles on it or something like that. But literally starts up and runs perfect, and it's really freaking clean. Like not like impeccable, but now I have a decision to make. Drift Week starts April 15th. I need to decide if I'm gonna bring the 2JZ Mustang bring the Corvette, K-swap my S14, or do the whole swap and drive this thing at a bunch of tracks up in Washington. So Drift Week is about 2 weeks. We have less than a month to do it, with as well as some Cletus Cars events. So if this thing is gonna happen, even if I'm gonna go to Drift Week, I need to figure it out. Let me know what you guys think of this. I'm pretty stoked. Whether I drift this thing or not, this thing is gonna be a really cool and fun project. It will be pretty fun to drive around, especially making a bunch of turbo diesel Jay-Z noises, basically, is what it is in a wagon like that. So not to, you know, not to, I don't know. I'm just a big wagon guy. Big wagon guy.